So I have a confession to make. There's no talk tonight. There is no talk because this has been a week, this has been a month, this has been the beginning of a year, this has been a wild ride over these last 17 months since I started this job here. And so as I was opening up to what wanted to be shared today, I had a whole bunch of notes on a page and just like individual ideas that weren't connecting with each other. And I just thought, I don't know what the point of tonight is. And a lot of this has to do with how I have been feeling over the last few weeks. The reason that I canceled Elevate last week, because I didn't have it in me to stand here in front of everyone. So I'm glad you guys came back. and so Maggie, you said something in your share that I thought, man, you are connected to what I want to bring to the table tonight. So there is a book by Tara Brach called Radical Acceptance. Anyone here familiar with it? Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful book. All about being present with what is. Not judging, not criticizing, not trying to figure things out, but being present, like radically accepting, fundamentally accepting, just this is what's happening. This is how I'm feeling in this moment, and just being with that. So there's a chapter called The Sacred Pause, Resting Under the Bodhi Tree, and one of my favorite poets, she has an excerpt from one of my favorite poets, David Whyte, right at the beginning, where he writes, "Enough. These few words are enough. If not these words, this breath. If not this breath, this sitting here. This opening to the life we have refused again and again and again until now, until now." And so for me, this pause, the breath, being with what is, the quote that we had in meditation from Matt Kahn, whatever arises, love that. So just bear with me as I be with what is. So in standing here before you, after a week of, several weeks of feeling wrung out beyond measure, of feeling so depleted and exhausted that it feels like there's nothing left, what I'm noticing is the tightness in my chest, the constriction in my throat, the squirming of my cheeks as I talk, the tension and the furrowing of my brow, the tightness in my heart while it's opening and softening at the same time. Being slightly afraid to open my eyes again and be seen by all of you. Feeling a single tear forming in my right eye, about to come out. Feeling like I have felt every negative emotion there is to feel over the past several weeks. Questioning and second-guessing choices I'm making from one moment to the next. Wondering about all the stuff that I wrote in my book, which as I wrote my book, was feeling so confident about, and to still be visited again by beliefs like, you're not good enough, you're not smart enough, you don't have what it takes. Here we go again. And feeling my entire body.
I want everybody to put your hand
Pat,
Lesia.
Pat, please let me finish.
I will.
Yep,
And
Pat.
just
And so feeling my entire body, just feeling it with every breath as the tears flow, knowing that these are just feelings, and these are just thoughts, and I'm not minimizing any of it, because I know that whatever it is that is coming up to the surface right now needs to be seen, needs to be felt, needs to be experienced. And if a client or a community member or our daughter or someone else's child were to come up to me feeling the way that I've been feeling over the last several weeks and months and shared that this is what they have been going through, I wouldn't pick them up and throttle them and ram them back and forth, around and around, slapping their face, kind of like I've been doing to myself. I would love them. I would love them because I know that they are pure love. And so this is what I've been sitting with for the last several weeks. This is why I needed time last week to not be here with you, my beloved community, so that I could love everything that was arising, no matter how sticky and yucky and gross it felt, knowing that it had come to pass. And even though maybe there was no seeming light at the end of the tunnel right there and then, it had come to pass. And that every moment I am at opportunity to choose love, to pause, to breathe, to fundamentally, radically accept that I am all of it. And so when we talk about new thought, principles of oneness, divinity of all, and personal responsibility for how we create our life, we're not talking about, hey, let's be happy and it's all sunshine and rainbows all the time once you get it. It's about navigating even the darkest of times, the most challenging of relationships, knowing that people are not their behavior, that we are not our feelings, that we are not our thoughts, we are not the stories that we tell, that we are the infinite expanse of universe in action. We are pure, essential love expressing every moment of every day. And sometimes that love feels wonky in this body, in our relationships, in a momentary experience. But ultimately, even as Alan Watts so eloquently puts it, it's God playing this incredible game of hide and seek with itself. And so we get to remember and we forget. We remember and we forget. We find ourselves and we lose ourselves, but we're never really lost. Because we're always that pure, divine, energetic flow, moving and grooving its way in, through, and as everyone and everything. And we get to choose, and we are choosing every moment of every single day how much of that love that we truly are, that we express. And so I'm opening my eyes now. And I'm seeing everyone. And I love and appreciate you so much. This is our community, guys. This is our community of love, of truth, of commitment, authenticity. That's the card that I pulled when I pulled the values card earlier today. And we get to pay attention to that. We get to focus our attention on that. Even in the muck and the guck, we get to love what is arising, but we get to focus our attention on the love that each and every one of us is. And so no talk tonight, just being here with you, being present, raw, vulnerable, and open, hoping that you'll come back next week. And just so grateful for the opportunity to share, to divinely intertwingle with you, and to see all of the love that is present here in this room today, and all the love that continues to vibrate from all the people, all the music, all the activities, all the everything that is happening in this space, the Victoria True Center, as we build community together. So, like I said, I didn't prepare a talk, although I did have a talk title slide.
Before you switch to that slide,
Mm-hmm.
I want to say one thing, Lesia.
Mm-hmm.
You asked a question at the beginning, if there was someone new to this Elevate night.
Mm-hmm.
I want to ask the question, is there someone who's been here at every Elevate night since the beginning? Could it be Lesia?
Okay, a pig in shit. Whatever arises, love that. Right? Okay, thank you. And so it is.